Hey Minecrafters, this is Kimise, and it's time for another episode of KimiseCraft. First off, guys, I just want to say thanks for watching, thanks for coming back. We're going to have some fun today, and I'm at the site of the last episode we had. If you remember, last time we went and we conquered an ocean monument. So one of the things that I wanted to do this particular episode, because I've never done it before, is I want to make a guardian farm. And we're going to be using a design by a guy named KimiseCraft. Now, if you watch KimiseCraft at all, you would know who that is. He is a fantastic Minecrafter. He has a great sense of style. He's a very good technical Minecrafter. And so he has come up with this really neat design using 1.13 water mechanics, and that's what we're going to use. Now, I've done a little bit of preparation since the last time we saw this monument. In fact, I'll tell you what, this project's going to take all week. This might be the only video we get for the week because of how much time this is going to take. So just wanted to give you a heads up. So the monument, first thing I did is I did some prep. So if you remember, just before we dived in upstairs, is I went ahead and just boxed the entire monument around. Now, KimiseCraft, when he made the tutorial, he only did a 32 by 32 section of the actual monument. So he's not even using the full monument ability. We went ahead and we're going mega, so we're going to do the full 58 by 58 square box of the monument. Now, that's pretty big, and as you've noticed, there's already tons of Guardians things out there. Now, another thing that I prepped, and I showed you just a second ago, is I went ahead and walled off underneath the monument for safety, and I think this little canyon area will lead us right underneath it. So let's go down this cave real quick and let's get back under the monument. Remember, the monument doesn't reach all straight down to the bottom of the floor in most cases. This seafloor is deep enough so it doesn't. Most monuments start at about Y29 and it goes up to about Y62 is usually the height of the monument. It's usually at least 2 or 3 blocks underneath the top of the ocean, which is about 63. So it's give or take a few blocks there. Boy, this cave did not give me away, and I guess we're just going to have to go through the entrance that I made. So let's swim back over to the monument. So basically, the monument is so many blocks above level. So that means there's a space underneath it. Now, just to give us a safe place to work, is I went ahead and just walled off underneath it. Now, here is the monument inside. Now, since last time I saw you, I used the sponges we found in the monument, and we went ahead and cleared out the entire monument, and we went ahead and took all the walls down. So this is in preparation. In KimiseCraft's video, this is the way they did it originally, and he actually has a tutorial which helps you figure out some of the mistakes and stuff that they made, so you could actually, avoid some of those. But we went ahead and cleared all this out. And remember, I have in this box right here, I got our conduit, which is taking care of water breathing for us, which does quite a bit. You'll notice when I dive back underneath the monument here that there are no guardians, because guardians spawn in the blocks of the actual monument. So you see that floor up there? Guardians spawn above that floor. So by closing this monument off, there is no way for guardians to get underneath the monument. And that gives us a safe place to work underneath here. And there's some neat things about it. So this is what we're going to do, is we are going to go ahead and start working on the top structure. So step one was obviously clearing out the inside of the monument, and just for safety working, because I'd like to avoid deaths as much as possible when building this, is I went ahead and walled off all the underside. And eventually what we're going to do here inside of the monument is, once we have the upper platform done, we are going to go ahead and fill the inside with water, because we have to have source blocks, because that is the 1.113 mechanic, because with source blocks you can set up the bubble columns. So we're going to use a lot of soul sand, and we're going to take the entire platform of this monument and turn it into soul sand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get to work, because this is going to take quite a bit of time to do. And first things first is we're going to go ahead and lay a platform up here so we can develop our collection chamber, and that's what we're going to build above the surface. So you'll see what goes on here in a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get to work, and I will see you guys after I've got some progress made. Okay? Thanks a lot. See you in a bit. Hey guys, this is Kimmy and I'm back, and I just want to give you guys an update. So since last we talked, and I got up here on this frame and I have filled everything in with dirt. That took a little bit of time. I had to like work around guardians shooting me from below, but it really wasn't terrible, you know, and I avoided deaths of all kind. Now, dirt. Why do we use dirt? It's really important. The reason why we use dirt is when you have a good efficiency 4 or efficiency 5 shovel, is it breaks so quick you can knock it out and get it out of the way. Because there's going to be a time when we've got to knock this dirt out and get it out of the way. Now, what I did is I used these 4 pillars to mark the center of the temple, because what I want to do is I wanted to mark the chute that we're going to make. So I'm going to place a block here, and I'm going to go ahead and go 4 spaces over and place a block right here, and that's going to give us our chute. So basically, when we're collecting the guardians in this big chamber that we're going to make where all the dirt is, we want a water path that's going to push the guardians out to, well, let's see here, about a little bit right about here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to send them down a drop path. Now, I believe what we're going to try to do is we're going to go ahead and use drop damage to kill the guardians, and that's going to be really effective. It'll be pretty easy, and we'll use some redstone to give us an option to gain experience from it as well. And what's nice about using this method over lava is I don't have to mess with lava. I can just basically use a few pistons to put some blocks in, and then we'll be able to collect experience, or we can take the blocks out and they'll just die to fall damage and we'll collect all the drops. So we got some great options. Hey guys, this is Kimise back, and I've gotten some progress done. Boy, it takes a lot of work to do this stuff. So guess what you see up in the sky? You see a whole bunch of fence gates, because fence gates are our friend. One of the nice things about fence gates in 1.13 is, guess what they can't be? They can't be waterlogged. And so what that allows us to do is that allows us to go ahead and set up this farm and to create a chamber up here, and that'll help us shuffle our mobs around. Now notice what I've done is I've created these layers of gates, and you'll notice that they go about 8 blocks each. So that way we can set up a water source. It'll go 8 blocks down, it'll push the mobs to the edge, and the mobs will get pushed over into the next layer, and it'll get pushed in that direction to the next layer. And what it'll do is it'll just continually push the mobs down and funnel them down into our chute. And by using the fence gates, we can put water source blocks on top of them, and the water won't bleed through them. So the fence gates will be seen like as solid ground. But with the fence gates open, the mobs will be able to pop right through them. So when the water bubbles push the mobs up, they go through the fence gates and they get stuck up on top, and they get pushed down and funneled on the outside. So that's really awesome. Other things I also did is I went ahead and finished the chute, and I got that going. Things I still got to do, because I've got a huge list, is I've got to relocate the portal and the entrance. I've got a ton of fence gates to place, if you haven't noticed, and boy, that's a huge list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to work, and next time I have a good place to show you some more, I'm going to go ahead and give it a stop. Okay, see you guys in a few. Hey guys, this is Kimise, and I'm back with an update. Wow, look at all the fence gates. They stretch on as far as the eye can see. Okay, so, first major task is done. Now I'm sorry, this is like 2 days after the last clip. I had a major migraine that lasted for it was just forever, and it just hurt, and I just didn't do anything. So I'm sorry. Sometimes when you're feeling bad, you just gotta rest and just gotta take care of yourself. So just this morning, I have finished getting all of the fence gates done. I'm telling you what, whew, it's a lot of fence gates I have placed, and I did the counts. Crazy as much as I thought it was. I did the counts, and I have placed, you ready? 2,564 fence gates. And I think I'm probably going to end up having to place a few more when it's all said and done. So, what we're going to do now is, I'm going to kind of give you an idea of what we'll be doing. Is now what we're going to do is we need to test all the water mechanics. So, what I'm going to do real quick is we're going to need a couple buckets just to make this a little bit easier. So we're going to go ahead and make a couple more buckets. Okay. Well, more than just one bucket. Let's see here. Yeah, let's make 3. Okay. And with 3, what should I say? With 4 buckets, that's going to help make this a little bit easier. So, let me just show you how we're going to start working on this. Now, we're not anywhere in a position where we are going to, because we still have to clear the temple out. I still have to make the killing chamber, and I had to put soul sand down. So there's a lot to do. But one of the things I got to do before I can do all that, before I can come down here and get rid of all this dirt, is I've got to go ahead and create source blocks out of all this. So, what I'm going to be doing here for the next, next bit of time is I'm going to be going ahead and grabbing these over and over again and creating source blocks, because, well, that's the next step in the big farm. Source blocks will also be a little bit nicer because when it gets dark, I won't have mobs spawning on me anymore. Okay, guys, so this is Kimmy. I'm going to check out until I can do the next update. So you just hang on, guys. We are getting closer to this every time I stop to look. Okay, catch you a bit. Hey guys, this is Kimise, and hey, check it out. Here's the killing chamber. So, got some work done, got quite a bit done upstairs. I'm going to go ahead and show you what's been going on. So, I've got the killing chamber here, and also got myself a whole bunch of resources with my blocks. So, let me do a quick swim up, and let's take a look and see what's been completed so far. So, if we go up here, I have cleared out all the dirt. Boy, that was a big task right there. So all the dirt's been cleared out. All the water is placed. I also went upstairs and I went and covered the entire farm, which is going to make this farm super efficient. That's going to be super good. You'll notice inside is I've got my water already set on top of all the fence gates. That took a bit to do, quite a long time actually. So the water is now flowing over those fence gates, which will funnel all of our mob spawns into our chute. So it's pretty exciting now, because we are at like some of the last stages of the build right now. Now there's still quite a bit to do. The biggest task yet to do is to come in here. Well, the 2 biggest tasks. First part is we need to come in here, we need to fill this with water source blocks. Now the way that we're going to do that is we're going to go across each level, like this first level. We'll start knocking blocks out on this first level. Now the nice thing about that is once we've like done 2 walls that are adjacent to each other, what they'll start doing is they'll automatically form source blocks as the water rushes in. Now, the way Cubfan and Iskal originally did it is they actually took buckets and they filled this up with source blocks. And that's great and everything, but the downside to that is, guess what starts forming up in here? Well, you start getting mobs inside the water. So we're not going to do it that way. The plan that I have is a little bit different than what they did. What we're going to do is we're going to go layer by layer and form the source blocks layer by layer. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and add the soul sand, because every brick that you see below our feet right here, that's where the soul sand is going to go. And because there'll be water blocks above them, the soul sand will lift up the guardians, get them out of the way. Usually with the combination of us doing this level by level and doing the soul sand in layers as we open them up to the sky, hopefully that'll help keep some of the guardians off us as we work through it. Remember, I'm trying not to die as I build this thing, and so far everything's been good. No deaths at all. So, oh look, 8-bit kids making up a nether wart farm. That's awesome. Okay, well anyways, back to work. So big goal is I gotta start filling this in, and I gotta start getting all the source blocks done, not deconstructing the whole monument down here. Okay, and finally start putting our soul sand in layer. Also, it's probably be a good idea to go ahead and move my, well, if you notice, I already did. I moved my conduit below here, so the conduit's still going to be working for us because we don't want to lose that conduit power as we're doing this. So yep, they're still out there, still shooting at me. So I'm going to go ahead and catch you guys in a little bit after I get started on this, and when we find a great place to update you, you will hear back from me. So this is Kimise. See you in a bit. Okay guys, this is Kimise, and we are at the final stage. This is a week in making. I'll tell you what, you know, if I hadn't like gotten sick, I probably would have had this video out on Friday, but it looks like we're just getting it today. And believe it or not, wow, check them all. Guardians just popping up there, all the way up. It's looking pretty good. Now, I have my particles on minimal and it's still giving me just a little bit of stutter. So beware, if you build this farm, if you come out to this farm, keep those particles on the lowest setting you possibly can. Okay, now the reason why I decided to start recording here is I want you guys to be here when I finish the farm. All I have to do is break out the rest of those blocks right up there. Don't die. I'm pretty sure there's a haggle of of guardians up there, and then I just got to come down here and set the last set of soul sand. So how bad could it be? Oh boy. Okay, got rid of 2 of them. So the trick is to keep them off your back. Just gotta hit them. Oh man, tons of them. My armor is getting beat. And you don't want to... Uh-oh. 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 This is one of the reasons why I decided to record it, because if I'm going to die, I might as well die with you guys. Okay. Whew. That was dicey. Woo. Okay. So, whew. Give my health bars a chance to go in there. You know what? This is the perfect opportunity for a golden apple. Man, look at those guys. They're just all hanging out right there on the top. That's going to be tough. Any way you shake it. What if... What if I try something else, okay? So, oh, look at this. Isn't this the craziest thing ever? I bet you it's already filled up those chests I put down there. Okay, so not sure exactly how this is going to go. Okay, but oh, I know it's not going to go really well if I'm not prepared. Okay, so let's so far I haven't died, but as you just saw there, I was 1 heart away from dying that last time. Okay, well, let's see here. I need my... There we go. We're going to have to dig into the deeps. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, we're going to go OP for this one, guys. Yeah, I know it's an enchanted golden apple. I really don't want to die, though. I really want to get it done. Okay, I really don't care about these guys down here. Of course, it would help if I ate the apple. Probably should have torn this thing down a long time ago. Yeah, this is dangerous. Yeah, I think that apple was well worth the apple. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay. I love it how I hit them, they just go bounce away. Here we go again. Bam! Uh-oh. Gotta get out of this center section. Whew. I'm glad I made myself a way out of here. Okay, well, this is not going so well. Okay. That might be a strategy. Let's eat up. What if the dangerous part is having too many particles? And here we go again. Ooh. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Yeah, dude, you just keep going down. I gotta get out. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way back down. Once this thing pops you up, there is no way back down to start over. So you have to... Well, you just basically have to get out any way you can. And obviously, avoiding the killing chamber is a pretty big deal. It's kind of funny, you know, the conduit will kill them off, but they'll hang up there. Okay. If I can knock them off. Oh, not again. Here's the good news, I haven't died yet. One totem of undying. What? You know what just happened? My server kicked me and let me die. Yep. Okay, well. Oh my. I'm gonna... This has got me worn out. So, there, you guys are seeing this, right? So, I guess with that, guys, there you go. With this side of all of my crazy new farm here. Just want to say thanks for watching. I'm exhausted. All I have to do is put those soul sand in and we are complete. So after about a week of work, and that's how much it took, and you know, I did get sick for a couple days and I couldn't do anything, but after a week of work we finally got done. We have the mega farm originally designed by Cub fans. So I'm going to put a link to his tutorial video in case you guys want to make this. I would suggest following his instructions. What I found helpful, biggest thing that I found helpful that I did that was different from him is when I was filling up the temple with water, because I'd cleared it out and I thought that was a good strategy to go ahead and clear it out, is I just went up level by level and did the soul sand getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You saw until I got to the end and I didn't really have any troubles. I didn't even die until you guys watched me die there in that end spot. So thought it was a pretty good strategy. So thanks again, guys. Hit subscribe, hit like if you like the video. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and if you're going to school, great. If not, hope you guys have a good day at work. Bye bye.